Saturday Showdown, Nongshim Red Force versus KT Roll.
See whether that is going to be the choice here. And there is the Karma Hovered. See whether they pull the trigger. Will mean that there's not a massive amount of engage here on DRX's side. But they do run really fast. So the Donkey Whistle could certainly be the way to do it. That would give Teddy the go button, which I think is actually kind of cool. Teddy, of course, is their most veteran player by a decent margin. So Sivakama, a tale as old as time there towards the bottom side of the map. In the Mantrid Inspire alongside the On the Hunt just makes you run very, very fast, which is pretty cool. Let's see whether this laning phase is actually going to work out for them. Double circles is strong. Yehu is going to be a machine gun, especially come later in the game.
I do think, though, trying to play comp with bad hard engage into Trundle can always feel a little rough, because he is so fast, and the pillar can really break up what
Very good
otherwise
disengage
might be good angles.
Yeah, as well. Let's get into the Rift for game number 1.
Looking at the rune setups, I don't think we're seeing anything too crazy. Showmaker, Scorcher, as he did get that kill onto...
Yep, very good.
So odds are not super good for Sponge. If he does go to top, but we'll see. As expected, you have the Karma lane. Should be getting the first dragon.
Yep.
Right, this is kind of a no-brainer. He's consistently been really good in the Aurora. It's the afterwards that's a bit more of a... Ooh.
Well, that is a Realm Warp to bring Yehu over, but the Shockwave hits both of them. And Lucid just going to walk this one off. A defensive Shockwave, yes, but it is successfully able to defend, and the Crab goes to Lucid. It's nice to have variety, though, as now Shiu and Yehu are going to be doing some battles. Sponge taking some damage as well, as Teddy trying to get in there, but he's just taking free damage from Beryl. Showmaker gives them the surprise Teemo, as he has that Shockwave back up again, and this fight is really sort of broken up. As Lucid will move in, Sponge does collect himself one of these grubs. It's one each so far, as Yehu dealing with the pillar. Sponge comes on over, but I don't think that Crescent Guard's quite going to work. They flash in, but it is going to be Lucid going down. Showmaker finds the answering kill, as now Shiu's going to fall. Shockwave connects on only Yehu, and Teddy has found Showmaker in the back of the pit. And he is able to teleport his way out. Still, Beryl is dead, and it's a disaster for DK. One down, but 2 versus 1, it's a tough one to make work, as now Lucid, no flash available, does get the Subjugate off, but I don't know whether that's going to quite be, never mind, it is going to be enough. As now Shiu has found them, Between Worlds comes down, and Yehu, is he going to pop? One more auto will do it, and there it goes. Shiu with the punishment. Lucid stays alive, as that's not where you want to back, my friend. 100 gold swing in that moment.
No, it's not.
There is some weirdness on the horizon. It is about to happen. And DRX, I think, are feeling the pressure, because the tempo vibes are well and truly in DK's favor right now. And now Rich is just taking a bunch of damage. The pillar goes down, but it doesn't really work out there for Lucid, but they'll just take the turret. That is going to secure it for them.
And I guess they're just going to gift this up as well, because they're too late.
They're going to supervise it. Sponge moving in. He's not going to be able to make it over to the turret, and these rockets are starting to hurt. Still, Lucid going down relatively low. This is going to be that sole point for DRX. DK not wanting to give this one up, as Yehu might find a little bit of difficulty making his way in, but does have Realm Warp. They're going to turn it onto Beryl, who flashes away. Teddy flashes over. But now he's completely separated from this fight. There's no blast going to get him in, as Shiu goes between worlds, but I don't think he really wanted to be there. And that is going to be that third Drake taken down. You've got some upgraded shoes. Rich taking a bunch of damage. That wave is monstrous! But Teddy stays alive. He picks up a triple before he goes down, as Showmaker manages to shield himself, grabs the kill on the Xin Zhao, and Yehu cannot take him out. DK win the fight. They lose the feats of strength. And it was chaos, but I think ultimately it's kind of fine.
I will give him a dash, but flashing into... Oh, no.
Okay, well, Beryl is just going to catch Yehu here.
Are you kidding me?
And then he will die.
No.
The orb is just there, yep.
No, not the day one Nico tag. One of the most insane plays I've seen.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Lucid apparently was the one that said, give me the ball.
Oh, my God, it's so good.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, DRX.
I think it's time.
No, it's not.
To start.
It's not. No, it's not time. DRX, you're not that far. You have a Sivir. You have a Sivir 6. Sivir 6-1. No. Sivir 6-1. Yeah, okay, yes, just leave.
Rich does not have teleport.
No, it's fine. Just leave. It's okay.
Rich is running away from a lone Corki.
No, it's fine. It's fine. They're okay.
They are
peeled off.
indeed. Okay, Shield,
Atlas-
they have to address this.
We watched a horror movie together recently, and this is still scarier!
All right, well, here we go. Pop Blossom immediately catches them into the instant shockwave, and they all just put themselves in a blender. Will DRX blend? Yes! Yes, they will!
15 seconds.
He was
okay,
hiding.
yeah, he was hiding.
Oh my god.
Oh no. When Barrel's giggling like
The
that.
barrel giggle. It's like 90% of his health bar
No, but
sacrificed to
think
stop
of
it back.
the tempo.
Oh, I often think of the tempo.
No,
This is still one of the most, like... Okay, well, Barrel is going to go in.
I'm saying there's a
I'll
chance.
hold my thought.
I'm feeling worse.
Oh, yeah. Teddy will find a bit of damage back, though, as Sponge goes in. Barrel forced to flash. He's got a Mega Cone, though. So there is no way they can do anything. Lucid looking to get cut down, though, as now Aiming moves in. Sponge says it's my time, as Lucid holds himself alive for a while, but is going to get taken out here by Yahoo. And now, oh, Shiu, you cheeky devil. Don't run back. It's kind of crazy. It still gets another button, doesn't have a turret, and so he's still likely to die. What happened to the fight on the other side of the map?
He's still going.
As, yeah, Rich actually waits this one out.
Crazy!
Oh, this is so much damage as Rich. He's in the circle, but Shiu's in there too, and manages to get the solo kill. Yeah, who's going to come on over and end his happiness? But, oh, never mind, he's just going to live. All right, all of the doubt, it's gone. Shiu's back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we have a battle, a race for that rookie of the split. Maybe we don't. Maybe this is not quite enough, as Sponge is dead. Wait, can we work? This could be like Cluedo.
Okay.
It's like Cluedo. How did this happen?
Before we get to replay, look at the summoners. Oh, okay, we get to...
Wait, maybe we could just not watch, and we'll try and work out what happened.
Okay, we know this.
So tell me what happened in the top side of the map replay.
So this is the jungle fight, right?
Yes,
and then
it
Lisa
is.
dies.
Yeah.
We know that. I'm going to guess Sponge is going to overchase.
Right. Right now we're at Lucid overchasing. This is what you already saw.
Yeah.
And so now,
Sponge is going to overchase.
Okay.
And then after overchasing, he's going to back up for a little bit, show midway for no reason, and just get ganked and die. That's my blind guess.
Ooh, you know what? You're kind of correct. If you have a glance over here now, he was just spotted on a ward in the topside mid-brush.
Love murder mysteries, Atlas.
You nailed it. You can do that level of...
Wait, the flank! The TP!
All right, they're going for a bit of an angle here as Yahoo. Can he find it? Pop Blossom onto only the rise to try and keep Aiming alive, but it's not going to work. He will get taken out. Shiu comes on over, though, and there goes Sponge. Rich now trying to get himself out of there. Yahoo is in a bit of trouble, but between worlds, hits for so much damage. Shockwave in celebration there for Showmaker, who just wanted to press the R button, and by Jove, he did it. And the inner turret's going to go down. That's what a winning team fight looks like, everyone, here in the Rise group.
Truly getting the Rise group experience here, Atlas. I was worried.
And Lucid is just going to press R on Sponge and run at him. There's the flash in. Teddy finds a really nice spell shield to avoid the damage and the CC. As we've got another top lane 1v1. This time the Gwen is going to come out on top. Shiu can't win them all. And so now, man advantage going over to DRX, and Rich has teleport. And so DK has to respect it. Let's have a look at it from Rich's perspective once again.
He's two levels and 1.3k gold up. I kind of understand why you go for this, but this time they'll sweep him out and then he just kills him. I thought he was level 16.
100%.
Bring back the Taragi!
This is actually, it's not even a battle for winning this game. It's just for Gold King now. As, all right, DRX thinking that this is the angle, and it is! As Sponge is going to get traded for... Wait, maybe it's not, actually. Sponge for Barrel maybe isn't it.
That's not a good trade, no.
And there's no smite on the map. And so Aiming is just going to dive onto Andil. Let's see whether this is going to work. Between Worlds is going to be thrown out there by Shiu. Gets the flash out from Andil. As, all right, we're looking for the turn. Rich diving in. He doesn't have a circle anymore, but he's doing so much damage. You're exactly right about that level 3 ulti. As Shiu looking for someone to hit with a button. Doesn't quite find it there, and all of these skill shots are going wide. Yahoo was just standing still as well. It's kind of cool. Tempo vibes are feeling a little dicey at this point. I feel like the vibes are there for DK, but they do need to kind of clean up the gameplay.
As okay,
All right. Beryl is dead again, most likely. He does manage to use the dash cannon to try and get himself out. Pop Blossom onto only Rich.
They got Showmaker!
As Showmaker is already dead. She looking for an angle, but he just dies. Unceremoniously taken down. And the DK silliness continues. Could it just be Baron time? I think it's just Baron time.
Rise Group!
Oh, this is so Rise Group. I can't even begin to analyze this. It's way too high level.
DRX are all gonna die. I can feel it.
Oh,
Don't
God.
do it, DRX.
Well, they are actually doing a fair bit of damage to the waiting DK as Teddy having to deal with that pillar aiming in the 1v1. Can he make it happen? The answer's no. As he does, Valkyrie away. The Baron will be secured by DRX against the flow of play. It is soul point for both teams. Baron brings it back to basically even.
What about like low health Gwen or Karma?
Speaking of Gwen, there is a Pop Blossom to knock her up. Beryl is almost just dead as an afterthought. Yehu diving into the back line. Okay, Rich taking so much damage. Yehu in that front line. Shockwave catches the rise, and down he goes. It's their turn to lose their mid laner before anything happens, and Sponge is slowed down. Lucid runs so fast, but Andal is able to put a leash on him momentarily, and that will be able to at least keep the support alive.
You can't give over to Camp. Well, you can give over to Chemtech Swords. Chemtech Swords. No,
all right.
No.
They're not going to deliver Rich. That is going to be the pillar that interrupts the Realm Warp as Rich is going in. Showmaker immediately just doesn't want anything to do with that as Beryl's also flashing away. A lot of disengage here for DK, but can they actually make something out of this? As Rich down to 50% health and aiming.
Aiming.
Yeah, he's looking for Sponge on the angle. Pop Blossom is avoided there by that Zhonya's. Shockwave is not really going to do too much of anything at all. And now Teddy is free hitting. Doesn't finish off any of the kills, is now aiming, looking to try and do something himself. No one's dead.
They still have the Shockwave.
Yep.
Rich is looking to TP and base. Might just be a flip Atlas!
And King's Tribute is so big as well. When this dragon goes down, it's going to be so important. It's actually here that takes it! And with his Chemtech Soul, it means that DK has so much power, but he's just taken out! And Rich is dashing after them. Beryl manages to get the snare and the Chemtech Soul. It's going to keep him alive for a little bit longer. The Needlework is going to take him down in the end.
Oh, they're going to try.
Are dead, and now DRX, they're going to go for it.
They're going to try to end. The problem is that they still need to take down all these turrets, and they don't have Baron. So I think that with specifically Showmaker and Shield, they should be able to clear. 40 seconds on the clock. They have to try and push for the end right now, Atlas.
And this is exactly what we were talking about. A team will take the soul, but it won't really mean anything. And DRX actually able to utilize that advantage. Showmaker is in so much trouble. He's not going to hit, but the ricochet does.
Wait. 20 seconds on aiming. Shield has his ult. He needs to clear the wave.
Yep, this is massive. He goes in. He looks for the angles here, but the first turret's going to go. Oh my God! The burst damage is repugnant, and the Sivir is dead. Lucid now trying to chase after them, and he should be able to get there. Is it going to be a Shield pentakill? Oh my God, it is! This game did not need to go this hard.
Shoo! And we were asking ourselves for the whole game, is Shiu back?
Yep.
And guess what? I'm thinking he's back!
Right when we needed him most, Shiu has shown up, and this is how it ends, ladies and gentlemen. The Nexus turrets will go down, and DK will take game one against DRX. Heaven help us. Let's have a look at this post-game breakdown. 47,000 damage for Shiu on this Gwen.
You know what I love as well? That even though it wasn't actually enough, I love that call from DRX to end there. I actually think something we've criticized so much for them is their late game. That was 100% the right decision, by the way. Like, you know the enemy AD carry is dead. You have to try. If they had Baron, that would have been game. Oh, no.
He is actually going to be Beryl. I think it's a Brad angle.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Jin Bard.
It has been doing a lot of winning. However, it has been played by Genji and T1 most of the time.
Who do a lot of winning.
Yeah, so Rel is going to be the choice here. And, I mean, there is Engage for billions of years in this composition. If Lucid gets ahead, like, everyone's getting chopped up. All we can hope for is 3 games.
All we need.
DRX. Let's go DRX. Let's do it. a decent advantage, actually, for DK, but the hook is going to connect here by Andil. Deadly Flourish doing absolutely nothing at all. That could be a big deal, however. And this should be one of those games where DK, okay, that's a flash forward from Beryl, as they're chasing after Teddy. Andil hasn't completed the back yet, as Deadly Flourish going to connect, but now it's just a dead Showmaker. All right, Lucid is now just going to dive out of the jungle towards Sponge, but Sponge didn't take any damage. He just charged a Q. So.
Laning pressure from Ye, who sets it up. And then Sponge, so it doesn't even need to flash, by the way.
Yeah, he doesn't get hit by the turret. It's Yehu that actually tanks that one up.
They get the Dragon, switch Dragon for a mid lane kill. As they do retake tempo momentarily. That's gonna at least get the stop.
This is crazy. All right, there's the equalizer to come down. And Aiming has to use the barrier as well. Beryl, no flash, remember, so he is not making it out of this one. Deadly Flourish is decent, but Rich is able to tank that one up. Man, their patience really paying off underneath this top outer turret.
So they should be able to get one, I think. Maybe backs off of that, but they did rotate over Shiu, so going for more.
Yeah, Lucid actually not having to use the smite onto that one, as the hook is going to be eaten by the Bellows Breath. Gets himself out with the Searing Charge nicely. No gravity field value there, and now the Ornhorn's going to ring in. There is the flash to make sure that it connects as well as Cyclone. Such huge value, and the curtains were called from off screen to get Aiming that kill. And instead of just taking the one, they'll take all three. Now Showmaker's just going to burn down. Tib is trying to get angry. Showmaker survives. As Rich moves forward, that gravity field, fantastic for the disengage. He's ready to come in for a potential fight around this dragon. Let's see whether Rich is going to be okay, though, as he gets stunned up by Tibbers. And this Alcove Gaming is going to be a difficult one. The equalizer goes down, but it's not going to be enough to save him as they all get amongst it. Beryl finds the Magnet Storm. The Annie does fall down, but Sponge will be dying as well, as Yehu's teleported in, and the rest of DRX are going to join this party earlier and teleport in to allow Shiu to join the fight. Shattering Strike is good, and the gravity field doesn't really do anything at all. Aiming moves on down, and DK keep the rest of them alive. A 4 versus 3 now around this dragon. Lucid is still up. Andil looking for a hook as Beryl not going to get tagged by that one. One more link in the chain would have probably done it. It was very close. But DK still feeling like they don't have the buttons for this. We'll be backing away.
I don't know about the double, triple down there from DRX.
All right, well, here's going to be another engage that could be worrisome here for DRX, as Andil does have the support of the gravity field. The depth charge is good, though, as Lucid gets out of the bullet time just barely, but so does Andil, so no one's dead just yet. Rich is going to find a bit of an angle here towards Beryl as the curtains have been. Oh, there goes Andil, just from the fog of war, and he's deleted from the map. And now Teddy fighting, Aiming the Deadly Flourish, not going to connect, but the Ram will! Aiming gets the barrier, flashes out of the way of Teddy. Yehu in so much trouble, but she was just by himself, and Yehu's able to walk it off. Lucid going in, but isn't able to find the angle. That was a mess, if ever I've seen one.
Oh, that's Rise Group, baby!
Oh man, it was too much Rise Group. I couldn't follow it. Oh, we're team fighting again.
A little bit way too deep.
Okay, Flash Magnet Storm going to come on through there as Aiming looks to close the distance onto Teddy. Lucid gets on top of Sponge, and Showmaker gets in there and deletes the Pantheon, but now Beryl's in so much trouble. Yehu in a good spot, but Teddy is just dead. And so Yehu and Andil, the last men standing, as Showmaker and Beryl having to try and play Frogger to get out of this one. As Rich, Equalizer going to catch out the Annie. And down goes Beryl as well, who decided to stick around to keep Tibbers company. Understandably so. Tibbers is pretty cool. And a 2 for 2 in the end.
I love Rise Group, man.
Whether Shiu can get a pentakill or not, that's what's going to decide.
The Ornn Penta?
Yep, that's what's going to get there. Flash out there from Sponge to avoid the Deadly Flourish as Beryl down to 50%. Immediately, the Ram has been called, and they turn it on to Rich immediately. He flashes away. Tibbers is keeping them occupied. Deadly Flourish to try and catch out Andil yet again. The bullets flying in. The first 2 ring true, and there's the third to lock down the Nautilus. Aiming, this guy is pretty clean on this Jhin, man. I'm a bit of a Jhin doubter normally, as now Beryl's going to get caught out. There is an exhaust onto Rich. The dive in from Lucid finds a Cyclone onto 2. Rich will get taken down, but the bullet time is able to execute the Wukong. And now Showmaker once again in a super uncomfortable position, and DK are just out of it. It is the follow-up. There's the Grand Starfall as well as aiming. What are we doing? We are just dying. As soon as I say good things about aiming, he just gets obliterated.
I knew it was way too clean. Yep, you get some, we get some. They get the Herald, and now they're sitting at a gold lead. And game 3 has never looked better.
Shattering Strike, a decent answer here, but it is going to be the outer turret falling down. There is another option here, as Rich taking so much damage, the Jhin just blows him up, and that was a clone that goes down in response. Sponge, the stun, that's going to set it up. Aiming, locks down yet another one. DK back in the driver's seat once again, but I just like
when it comes to the actual movie, though, come on, you gotta give to
Yeah, Mad Max is far cooler. But they can also just pile it in.
Rich, do not walk up to the, oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, Rich is likely to die. However, he just flashes. Deadly Flourish comes down. There's a Grand Starfall.
Andil!
And Andil finds the angle there. Throws the ulti on the barrel. They take down Showmaker immediately as the Ram is going to try and cause a ruckus in the backline, but it doesn't really do much of anything at all as the flash to get out of that Arcane Storm. A lot of buttons now on cooldown. But Teddy still has bullet time. This is very scary. And now 5 versus 4.
Don't do it, DRX.
22 seconds.
DRX.
22 seconds.
DRX, 4 members are alive. No. Get away from the Beyblade!
Oh god, okay, Shiu looking for a bit of an angle here, but Yehu is going to be able to read it.
Aiming his ult.
Yeah, Showmaker has teleport as well.
DRX.
So in 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Down to 50% is Otacon. Sponge is taking most of his health bar for this. This is so scary. 2 seconds on Showmaker. They need to make sure that there's a ward for him to teleport. He's immediately teleporting, as now they're backing away. The bullets are just going anywhere they really want to, as Lucid and Sponge are fighting for the Otacon, but it resets. Oh, we're doing this dance again, ladies and gentlemen. All right, reform the battle lines. As there's a hook, it lands on Shi, who's building an item, for goodness sake, and they lose their front line. And now it's 40 seconds, and this time he has no teleport.
They caught him shopping. Only Ornn can do that one in the brush.
No, he was building. He wasn't even shopping. He was creating.
Same thing, Atlas. This is dead.
He is very dead.
Okay, I still don't like this call. Oh, why were we doing this? There's 4 people up. Showmaker has ult.
Well, let's see whether Showmaker can get in. He doesn't have flash.
Lucid a Cyclone!
Yep, let's see whether Lucid can find the angle. They do read it. As there is the Scryer. Lucid looks for it here. Finds the Cyclone onto Rich. Gets the double knock-up. Aiming turns up. They take down the Rumble, and once again, the Otacon is extremely low. And these health bars are the same thing because DRX were tanking Otacon for forever. The smite doesn't work from Sponge. Otacon goes to DK and Yahoo. It's a massive Arcane Storm, but unfortunately, the DK players are weathermen. They're very happy about this as Sponge ults in with no health. That was so scary, but he's okay. He puts up the shield, and they walk away. It's 13-13 in kills. But
every day is Rise Group. I want to live in the Rise Group. Every single match should be Rise Group. This is Cinema, Atlas.
Oh, it's such a perfect Rise Soul. I'm actually going to give... okay, never mind. We're fighting. Sponge taking a lot of damage here, but the Ram is going to start this one off. The bullet time, the entire duration is eaten by Shi when he says, and what? He did not care about that at all. And the Pantheon this time died 5 times. Is this the first loss for Pantheon here in the LCK since we got back from MSI?
Might be the case.
Well, Andil is, I don't know what, he looked like a clone. That's the way he was behaving. But unfortunately, that's what you look like when you're stunned in the jungle. Another Cyclone going to come on through there as the curtains are being called. And Rich goes down. DK all of a sudden have claimed full control of the tempo vibes. And they are not letting them go. And DRX,
all right, barrel.
Oh God, okay, Shi is going to get spotted. He looks for Teddy, but he may just be dead. He gets bullet timed, and there he goes. What did he mean by this? We'll never know.
You're Ornn! You don't need to flank! You have the best hard engage in the game! Just press R!
Oh, I love the Rise Group, man. They're going to give up this one Chemtech Drake. Exactly right, but it's 19 seconds until Shiu comes up. And Andil, he just dies in 2 shots!
Assassin Jhin!
I guess when you have all of that AD, that's going to work. As Sponge flashes into a bullet from the bullet time, but that's the only one that connects.
Why is Shoemaker here?
Okay, well now he's going to be able to find them. The Magnustorm is going to connect onto Ye, who is now just put in the blender by Lucid. He then gets on top of Teddy and cyclones him down. Somehow, it all just works out.
Is it just over?
I hope not. No. I needed DRX to win this game. You cannot end it like this, DK. This is not how this story ends.
No!
This is an epic, not a short story. All right, well, the Ram is going to come down. She is going to see whether they can take them out. The triple knock-up from Shiu as he gets the double kill to boot. Andal goes down again, and I think aiming just did 5 trillion damage to him. And there's the ace, and there goes the Nexus. DK clean 2-0. But there is everything to see here, and it was all beautiful.
So him having 2...
Oh, there's 400 wins as well. Oh, the sad thing is I don't think Beryl made it. Milestones, absolutely fantastic. And Beryl's still very happy with the outcome of that game, where he died almost more than he got kills or assists. But this series, a big turnaround for the guy.
Well,
after having some difficulties.
A game 1 was a big turnaround. I think his tank play is still not quite where it needs to be.
I don't know, he tanked a lot. That is the most gigantic Jhin damage graph I've ever seen, by the way. Understandable that he picks up POM. I think this is okay. I think this is a little bit a product of POM. But also, she did get solo killed by a 2 levels behind Gwen in game 1, so maybe that factored into it for a few people.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Steer for the POM interview translation, joined by Aiming on the side of D plus Kia. Another victory! You got another POM after the last match. How do you feel? Yeah, lately feels great. I mean, I got POM back-to-back, and I feel like my teammates are really setting me up for success. And we actually witnessed the Corki Nico from the earlier match today, and DK took it as well. And it feels like Corki Nico combo has been higher up in the tier list, so do you think it works well with the DK's bot duo? I feel like because of how these champions are individually really strong during the laning phase, with Corki being very strong and Nico also having a lot of utilities and CCs to support that, is actually really nice. I'm not sure if you remember, but Shiu was able to get a penta in game 1, so did you think that you would be able to deny the penta? To deny the enemy from breaking through the base? Yeah, I think we knew that we could definitely defend. And although I was actually dead here, I was actually really happy that he was able to go ahead and get a penta on top of defending. Actually, for the penta, Showmaker was the one who was actually begging for the penta, so that was quite interesting. And lately we've been seeing Pantheon being left open, and DK also let him free for game 2. So, is it that you figured that you can deal with him? I feel like there are so many champions that you have to ban when it comes to the red side as well. I think that's why you end up seeing a lot of Pantheon just letting go in the draft. And I think we were pretty confident in facing him overall, so we weren't that concerned. And there's another highlight that we have to take a look at. And there is a moment where your Jhin had an amazing performance right here. If you take a look at aiming, just 3 hits to kill the Nautilus. So how do you play Jhin like that? And I think in this game I was able to get a lot of kills, and I actually just autoed him once and figured, wow, I can actually get a kill. So I was just looking for that angle after I figured that I'm strong enough. So is this the moment that you realized that you would get a POM? Yeah, honestly, I was pretty fed. So I knew that as long as we are able to play it out and scale well, I knew that I would be able to win and perhaps go for that POM. And Showmaker has reached 400 LCK win record, so would you like to congratulate him? You know, Showmaker, he gives me pentas all the time. And you know, because of Showmaker, I end up becoming the Gold King very often, and he's such a good friend to me that always sets me up for success, and I want to make sure that we're able to keep on playing together for a long time. And now that you have secured the plans, you're just looking to climb even higher. So what do you want to spend the rest of the regular season on refining? I feel like we're trying a lot of new things system-wise in the team overall. And I feel like because of that, we're actually seeing a lot of mistakes. But I think that also involves, it's just the process of growing. So I think in the end, ultimately, that will end us in a place where we're actually in a higher and better place. So I'm actually just looking forward to growing. And you will face OK Savings Bank Brian next. What would you like to say about your revenge? I didn't realize until we played and lost against them that we're quite weak against Brian. So I really want to make sure that we win this time around. And that's the end of the interview with Aiming, and back to the space. Thank you.